Hi, and welcome to Gentle Yoga with Leo for Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center. Visit us on the web at urbanyoga.org, on Facebook at Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center to check out the schedule and stop by the tip jar to make donations to support our online offerings. And speaking of schedule, it's the 31st today, so a new schedule comes out tomorrow. I have not actually heard of what changes there will be, if any, but that's when changes happen, if they're happening, on the first of the month. So I can tell you that I'll still be here 8:15 Pacific Monday and Wednesday, and 5:15 p.m. Pacific on Wednesday as well. Other than that, I couldn't say what's going on. Don't tell the boss. I didn't read her latest email. Probably something in my inbox telling me what the new schedule is, but I didn't see it yet. So we'll start today in a reclined posture. I am starting with my feet planted and my knees leaning in towards each other to take pressure off the lower back. And you can, if you choose this posture, play with the position of your feet till your legs feel passive. Whatever degree of passivity you can achieve there, just let the legs kind of hang and keep the feet planted. You could rest your hands on your body like this, one for feeling the breath in your belly, one for feeling your heartbeat, or you could rest your hands on the floor. Alternately, you might put the soles of your feet together and let your knees go out to the sides. If you choose that option, you might have blocks or other props between the outside of your knees and the ground to make it more passive, supporting the weight of your legs. You could also lay flat in Shavasana or scoot over by the wall or a handy piece of furniture and elevate your legs. Lots of ways to recline with your back on the ground. If you want to, close your eyes. Focus on your breath, inviting it to get deeper and slower. All it takes is the change in focus. Things that we focus on and tap into in our practice reinforce each other. Finding some stillness helps the body relax, which helps the breath slow down. Slower breath helps the body to be comfortably still and slow. One thing just into the other, interconnected loops. Feeling your contact with the ground and with your mat and other props if you're using other props. Maybe the air is moving across your skin. Whatever sights there are for you. Sometimes that's just the quality of the light coming through your closed eyelids. Whatever sounds are in your space and whatever sounds are reaching you from my space besides my voice. Some birds singing. I don't know if that's coming through or not. A moto going by on the street may or may not be reaching your ears. Relatively quiet in the neighborhood, at least for now. We'll see how that goes. Whatever ways your environment is touching upon your senses, just taking it all in, situates yourself in your practice space. Maybe you picture yourself lying on your mat. Scan your body head to toe to take in whatever is going on there. What physical sensations can you catalog? Making particular note of anything that doesn't feel so good so that during the practice you can take care of it, remembering that you can always skip or modify any part of practice. So this all outlines like our shared intention to observe ourselves, monitor what's going on in our bodies, and take care of ourselves to find the practice that's best for each of us. And sometimes we like to set personal intentions, something just for you. If you like to do that, take that next few breaths to set your intention. And with intentions in place, let's share 3 deep cleansing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh. If you have your legs extended or your knees pointing out, bring the soles of your feet to the mat with your knees pointing up. Reach your arms out to the sides, palms up. Feel for your shoulder blades pressing to the ground. We're going to keep the shoulders grounded. Take nice, energizing twist. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Draw the right heel towards your butt. Let your legs go to the right and turn your head to the left. Let your breath ring you out. Just see how much of a twist your body wants without pushing your legs down. Slowly come back to center. Cross your legs the opposite way and twist the opposite way. Come on up to center. Uncross your legs. Hug your knees to your chest. Do a little rocking side to side or rolling in circular movement, massaging your back. Let's have a few nice, long, full body stretches. Inhale, extend your arms and legs all the way out. As you exhale, curl up in a ball. And let's start to sit up. You can hold your legs and rock forward and back, or tip onto one side, plant your hands, and lift yourself up by pressing away from the ground. Sit in whatever way is comfortable for you. I'm going to sit on my blocks, as I most often do. Sitting on the forward edge of a block or two or other props, bolster, whatever you have. Let your pelvis tilt forward like that, and let the front of your hips open up. Rest your hands on your knees or your thighs. Inhale to bring your heart forward and let your head go back. Exhale, draw your heart back and let your head tip forward. And just keep going at the pace of your own breathing. And after the next exhale, sit up, tall, neck, long spine, arms out to the sides, fingertips on the ground. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, reach to the left, lean into your left hand. Let your head go wherever your neck is most comfortable. Inhale, come upright. As you exhale, come into a twist. Right hand behind you, left hand on right leg. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. Let yourself unwind. Then inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, reach to your right, lean into the right hand. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come into your other twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And let yourself unwind. And we're going to play with our feet and our legs here. And I'm going to move my blocks because I've found I don't really like to sit up on something for this particular sequence. It doesn't work well for me. Just lift the leg, whichever one you want. I'm picking the one in front. We'll do both, so it doesn't matter which is first. And I'll let the leg and the foot be passive. So support the leg with the hand on the same side. With the opposite hand, interlace your fingers between your toes. If you can't do that for any reason, you can just cup your toes in your hand. And use that hand to gently and slowly move your foot in circles to explore and loosen up your ankle. I'm going maybe even slower than usual. I got a strange pain in this foot yesterday. Starting early in the morning, don't remember doing anything to it. Was joking about what might I have done in my dream to hurt my foot. There's so many little bones, muscles, tendons, ligaments in there. Doesn't hurt today. Change direction. Maybe in last night's dream I got it fixed. I don't remember much of my dreams for a while now. Whatever that means, I don't know. And let's release those toes. Use both arms to support the weight of your leg. Any grip that works. I like this. This grip works for me. Let the femur hang in the hip socket. Biggest joint you have. Roll the leg in circles. Open the hip. Just by exploring where it wants to go, the movement will probably get at least a little bigger without forcing anything. And let's change direction. I feel like maybe I should start wearing a visor to teach out here instead of this headband. I get the sun beaming in over the top of the sunglasses. And let's sit this leg down and lift the other one. Again, grab the toes. Gentle, slow circles with your foot. And change direction. Release your toes. Use both arms to support the weight of the whole leg. And explore those circles for your hip. And change direction. Let your leg down. And take your time to come up onto your hands and knees. Reach back and press into the ball of your right foot. Relax the pressure on your foot and slowly bring it out to the side, maybe in line with your hip, or it's okay if it doesn't quite go that far forward. Let your foot rest how it wants to. It might be on the inside edge like that, or the foot might flatten, or my foot's probably out of frame. Anyway, don't force your foot to flatten to the floor if it doesn't want to. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Exhale, sit back just a little, and inhale, glide forward. And keep exploring that at your own pace. Be mindful of sensation on the inner right thigh. That's the best indicator for letting you know if you're maybe about to overdo it. But staying mindful of any other sensation, because you can feel this in your outer hip, lower back, along the outsides of your knee, maybe someplace else. Just explore whatever degree of movement feels good for you. Maybe it's a little, maybe it's a lot. I never know till I start doing it how much movement do we want today. The other side might be more than this side or less than this side. Next time we come forward, let's stop the rocking. Walk your hands further out. So for the upper body, this is like downward dog, right? Your head hangs down between your arms like this. Walk your hands over to the left, letting your head track with your arms. And we want to send the left hip a couple inches back towards the left heel. Not a lot of movement. Press your hands. Press away from the ground. Just lift that left hip straight back. It's a pretty involved stretch. Walk your hands slowly back to center line, and then back in under your shoulders. Swing your right leg back in line with the mat, and bring your knee down. Let's take a few breaths of cow pose and cat pose, and then we'll do that sequence on the other side. After your next exhale, come back to table. Reach back and press into the ball of your left foot. Shifting to my right because I think I might not have enough room to bring my leg over there. Relax the pressure on the left foot and bring it out to the side, maybe in line with your hip. Good, I have enough room. Starting small, explore rocking back and forth. Nice and slowly, listening to your body. Next time you come forward, stop. Then walk your hands further out. Let your head come down. Walk your hands over to the right, maybe a foot or so. And press. Bend the right hip back a little bit. Walk your hands back to center, and then back in closer. Bring the left foot back out behind, and bring the knee down. Take the cow-cat breath. Now curl your toes under. Walk your hands in towards your knees and lift your torso so you come up standing on your knees, braced by your active feet. This is a deep foot stretch, also good stretch in the calves. Sit back towards your heels to whatever degree is comfortable for you. Some folks like to stand a block up between their heels and sit on the block, or rest the block laying across both heels have it there as a spacer between your heels and your butt. For me, sitting way down like this feels great, but you regulate the sensation in your own feet, whatever's right for you. And we'll stretch our hands while we stretch our feet. Raise your left arm in front, palm up. You'll spend one breath on each finger. So take hold of your pinky with your right hand. Inhale, draw it out. Exhale, draw it down. Inhale, exhale. Maybe your breaths are shorter than mine. When you get to the thumb, switch into the other hand. Now I'm getting to my thumb. Inhale, exhale. So then I raise right palm. Inhale, draw the pinky out. Exhale, draw it down. After getting to the second thumb, the best part, the counter pose. Tip forward on your hands, untuck your toes so we're back to the table, and then tap your feet on the ground. Hard or soft, slow or fast, whatever you like. And then we're going to step into a forward fold. You can step your right foot up between your hands and your left foot up next to it and hang out in your fold, exploring movement, whatever degree of swaying feels good for you today. Slowly nod your head. And shake head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let your hands hang at your side. Raise your right shoulder towards your ear. Slide it back and let it down. And your left shoulder up, back, down. Inhale, reach out to the side. As you exhale, you can reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself, or if you like, take eagle arms. If you're an eagle, then reach forward and up like that. Inhale, spread your wings And exhale, cross your arms the opposite way. Inhale, open up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, out and up. Interlace your fingers. Point your index fingers up. Look up at your hands and lift up your heart. Inhale, come upright. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down. I'll grab a drink before I continue. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Press your fingertips on the floor. Step your right foot back. Runner's lunge. And then let the right knee down gently. Untuck your right toe. Bring your hands to your left knee and lift your torso. Bring your hands to your heart. Try to keep your hands centered on your chest and your spine long. Exhale, twist to the left. And hinging from the hips, keeping the spine long, you can tip forward. And depending on how far you twist, you might bring your right elbow outside your left knee. Or maybe it's inside your left knee, maybe it's more on top of your knee. And if you want, you can open your arms here, do a little more jazzy expression in your twist. If your arms are open, bring your hands back to your heart. Inhale slowly, lift, and face forward. Bring your hands down to the floor. Lean into the right hand. Do another kind of twist and open here, maybe more accessible than the one you just did, or might have just done. Inhale, reach your left arm out and up and look up towards your hand. So here with the right hand on the ground, much steadier than this twisty opening. Exhale, bring your hand down, and we can try this the other way around. Lean in the left hand, and inhale, reach the right arm out and up, look up towards your hand. Now maybe your knee is too close to your chest. You could put a block under that left hand and give you a little more clearance between your torso and the ground. And my left knee kind of pressed in front of my shoulder. Exhale, bring your hand down. Curl the right toes under and press into your foot to lift your knee. And step your left foot back to your right. Downward dog. Pedal your feet up and down. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Now we can do the whole sequence with blocks. I'll demonstrate that this time. Hands on the blocks or the ground. Step your left foot back. Runner's lunge. Gently let the left knee down and untuck the toes. And bring your hands to your right knee and lift your torso. Bring your hands to your heart. Big inhale. Exhale, twist to the right any amount. Remember alignment. Keep the hands centered on the chest. Keep the spine long. And maybe tip towards the knee with the left elbow. Where does it land? Inside, on top, maybe outside, but not sacrificing alignment. So my hands are still centered on my chest. And if you want, spread your wings. And then if arms are open, bring hands back in. On your inhale, start to untwist and tip yourself upright. Bring your hands down to the blocks or the mat. Lean into the left hand. Inhale, reach your right arm out and up. Look up towards your hand. Now, if you wanted, you could also do this in a more active lunge like this, like a twisted runner's lunge instead of the low lunge. Exhale, bring the right hand down and lean into it. And inhale, raise the left arm out and up, look up towards your hand. And again, this could be, if you want, here, twisty runner's lunge. Exhale, bring the hand down. Throw your left toes under and press into your foot to lift your knee, runner's lunge. Now, if you have blocks, you could keep them or set them aside. This mat is old and worn and slippery, and the blocks want to slide away when I go to down dog with the blocks under my hand. Step your right foot back, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Let's step back to plank. Let your knees down if you want a shorter plank. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Press into your hands. Inhale, lift your head and chest. Listen to your lower back and just go to the height that's right for you. Exhale, rock back and up to downward dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hand to heart. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step back to plank. On an exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back and up. Take 3 cleansing breaths and lower down into child's pose. Scan your body. Notice your breath. Inhale, come forward and up to table. Flip onto one hip. Make your way to a seat. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, fold down. Allow your knees to bend as much as they want to. Inhale, think of coming forward. Exhale, think of lowering down. Inhaling, walk your hands up your legs and sit up. Use your arms to nudge your legs open, whatever degree feels okay. Now to fold like this, 3 options. You can walk your hands down your legs. You can rest your hands here in the center and walk them forward on the ground. Or you can use the block under your hands here and sort of wiggle walk your block forward. Whichever you like. I think today, yeah, this one feels good for me, walking down the leg. Here too, we can, as we inhale, think of the spine lengthening forward, and exhale, think of lowering down a little more. Not pushing or pulling, let the breath do the work. With the help of those thoughts, maybe triggering a little release in the back. Inhaling, walk your hands back and lift your torso. Using your arms to help your legs, start to nudge them towards each other. Bend the knees, bring your feet together, and bring your heels towards your pelvis. Then interlace your fingers. Hold your toes in between your hands. Wriggle on your seat, shift the bones in your seat closer to the ground, and that tilts your pelvis forward and opens your hips. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Spine nice and long for however far it wants to go. See how much it wants to tip forward, hinging at the hips. And then when it's not lowering anymore like that, let your head hang, let your spine round, breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up, keeping the soles of your feet together. Scoot them forward, as far forward as you can, keeping them on the ground and keeping the soles together. And then reach under your ankles and grab the mat, or over your ankles. Walk your hands forward. Let your neck relax. Breathe into your back. Maybe you stay active in your hands and arms, or maybe you let them relax. Inhale, walk your hands back. It's a good time to sit yourself up. Use your hands to nudge your knees towards each other so your feet rest on the floor. I gotta rotate myself now. I'm gonna come down onto our back. Heels in close to your butt. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Bring your hands to your right thigh or maybe behind your right knee and start to draw your right knee towards you. This isn't a lot of movement. Stay grounded in the back of your head, shoulder blades, and sacrum. So this is about the hip. Doesn't matter how much that knee moves or where you grab your leg. And yeah, you could even slide a strap behind the lower thigh and use the strap to draw your knee towards you. Move your left hand to the inside of your left knee, and as you continue to draw your right knee towards you, nudge your left knee away from you. Let your arms relax, let your right foot down, let your hands rest down near your hips. We'll do a one-legged bridge variation. Press into that right foot and inhale, lift your hips. Think of both knees being drawn forward on strings towards the end of the mat. On an exhale, lower your hips and just explore that a few times at your own pace. A few breaths, inhaling up and exhaling down. And the next time you lower down, pause there. Cross your legs the opposite way. And bring your hands to the left thigh or behind the left knee. Draw the left knee in. Staying grounded. Sacrum, shoulder blades, and back of the head. Move your right hand to the inside of your right knee. As you continue to draw your left knee in, nudge your right knee out. Let your arms relax and let your left foot down. Then let your right foot down. Draw your knees towards your chest, hug your knees, rock and roll a bit, massaging the back against the floor. And let's grab our straps. For the strap routine, we'll do 1 minute for each position today, not the longer 2-minute version. Run the strap under your feet. Hold one end of the strap in each hand. Oops, drop the strap. Starting out, we stay grounded still, back of the head, shoulder blades, and sacrum. Raise your hands and feet up. Long arms, long strap, long legs. Point your toes up. Point your toes down towards your face. Let your feet relax. Slide your feet apart. And slide them back together. Take your left foot out. Press your left calf and left heel to the floor and flex your left foot back towards you. Reach your left arm out to the side, palm facing up. Nope, I said that wrong. Hold the strap with your left hand. Reach your right arm out to the side, palm facing up. And then draw your leg to the left and turn your head to the right. So first we do this cross body extension. Just seeing where the leg wants to go, gently supporting, guiding it with the strap, not forcing it to go to any particular place. See what your hips want and let your breath bring you out. Come up to center. Take the strap with your right hand. Press your left hand down on the front of your left hip bone. Let your arm and your leg fall open to the right. I'm making adjustments in my position and movement here to there, damaging the plant collection. My little jungle here, Nisa Vita. Nice and gently,